Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. This month we want to say we're not going to be giving you anything away, but we
have some big plans for cigar reviews. Possibly at least 6 reviews, maybe 7, coming this month. New cigars we're trying. Valentine's Day is a time for giving gifts, and it's a chance for us to get some stuff we haven't tried. And we found some at an affordable price. It's, all filled with stuff we haven't had. So it seems like it'd be a nice sampler, and it's affordable for us. So
exactly.
And they're decent quality cigars. It's not like we're going to be reviewing
toilet bowl specials.
Raji's Untimely Demise, etc., or Donna's Valdo, Don Augusto. Those are low-cost cigars. Sometimes they're interesting to do a low-cost cigar because, well, it tells you whether it's even worth the money for the low-cost cigar, which most low-cost cigars I found are worth the money. We also try to figure out some wine to have this month with some of the cigars. We will not be able to probably do 7 bottles of wine with 7 cigars.
Jesus might provide for us. It just depends on.
We'll plan on at least 3 botters with 3 of the cigars, and one of them being Valentine's Day.
And just so you all know, Aaron and I are we're going to try to do some reviews when we are on our first trip.
Yes. We have not decided on what to do during that yet, but we'll get it done.
I'm only going to be allowed probably the first 2 or 3 days. Between day 3 and day 4, I'm having breast augmentation, so
after
it's
that,
it'll be no cigars for me.
Well, I might do one solo in a park or something. That way you don't get jealous or something. So I don't like to smoke in front of her. She doesn't have any. Or she can't have one.
Anyways.
It's just not right. It makes her want one, and then.
So right now we have 39 days till our trip, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be very exciting. But the other thing is here at Living Simply Fun is, as we said it on my own private channel, the meals, before you guys like Cigar Dog and the rest of you.
Well, we got some interesting meals planned for the month. We're going to do pasticcio someday this month. We're going to do spicy mapo tofu sometime this month. We got a pork adobo left over from this month that we're going to do next month. It's last month now, but we're planning on doing steaks for Valentine's Day, and what we're looking at is possibly $7 a steak. That's still cheaper than if me and Rita went to McDonald's, and by the time we've ordered off the dollar menu, we'd be at least $8 or $9. Might as well pay $5 more, get some steaks, and throw some French fries in. We get French fries free all the time. So steak and fries, can't beat that, and just a few dollars more than if we ordered off a dollar menu. We're also planning on some sloppy joes because we have to offset the thing. This is also Living Simply and Fun. If you're going to do some nice meals, we're doing hot wings also for Super Bowl. But if you're going to have some nice meals, you need to offset with cheap meals. So we're going to end up having cream chip beef 3 times this month. We're going to end up having maybe some Totino's pizzas or hot dogs, hamburgers, perhaps just basic. Anything that's affordable, pot pies, spaghetti. Just to offset that. So
I do want to say for the Super Bowl, my contribution is probably going to be a shrimp ring and some little smokies.
And since I do sometimes do videos of food preparation, I may do a video on how I make the pasticcio, and I might do a video on how I make the mapo tofu.
And I'm thinking of doing a video on this channel this month on how to make soup.
I don't need to teach anybody my steak recipe because that's kind of considered personal and private. No reason why. I'm going to leave that out.
Hey, at least one good thing's about it. If our adopted sister Tamara watches Blizzard and she's got the key here, she doesn't get into your place to find a recipe.
Yeah, and hot wings, fry them and add sauce. So Again, that's no big deal. Pork adobo, I could always do a video on that. I actually make my pork adobo with pork and chicken, and I don't use pork belly like they do in the Philippines so often, which is essentially slab bacon. But anyways, we got definitely some videos coming up for you this month. Possibly 3 cooking, 7 cigars.
Is that 3 cooking, including my soup I want to show?
Oh, well, that's a 4th. And at least 3 wine reviews. So it's going to be a pretty decent month.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're very happy, and and here's the other thing I want to say for once. Even though Aaron just said we're going to be doing a video, of the cigars, we should, when the cigars come in from me and Aaron, we should do a short unboxing to show you what we're going to be reviewing.
That might be an idea.
So
you don't really need to do an unboxing though, because, well, the cigars are easily able to be looked up, and you can see what the labels and everything look from right there if somebody really wants to, and they'll see it when we smoke them anyway. So I don't think we need an unboxing. No reason to go overboard. We definitely have at least 10 videos planned for the month.
And I got one special gift I'm thinking of doing as a bonus for Aaron's Valentine's Day. I found a affordable phone by LG that's 4.4 Kit Kat, like my phone is running, and he can do everything, and it's only $10 with shipping. So I thought maybe
it's a $10 phone, that's okay.
And because it'd be perfect for him, then he doesn't have that piece of junk that doesn't work half the time. However, I don't understand, because I leave my phone on the bed and other places, how some people, like our friend, stepsister Tamara, can butt dial someone.
Yeah, well, I did it. I butt dialed 911 before, so it can happen. So, that was odd to have them call me, and I'm like, what? I never called. My phone's been in my pocket all day.
Yeah, so, okay, everyone. So, there you have it. Look for those videos. Look for things. Oh, and I do want to say, since we're here, and this is just a mini update type thing, is when it comes to living simply and fun, we also look for affordability in everything. And that includes using and utilizing the dollar store. That's part of our living simply and fun. If we have people sit there and think we smoke cheap cigars and buy everything cheap, I know Jesse Girl watches our channel too, makes jokes about the
well, we do try to buy everything affordable. When we buy cigars, we try to get them on sale or discount or whatever.
I had someone message me recently on our channel about our videos, and they said we should remove Living Simply and Fun, upload our videos again, and make it Living Simply and Cheap.
Yeah, and I don't like that, because simply and cheap, if you're living simply, you're living cheap. And we're talking about also enjoying life while living on the cheap. So that's why it's simply and fun. If you're enjoying life, it's fun. Also, it's a reference to St. John Chrysostom's book on living simply. We just added and fun.
Apparently, also, we're getting our intro almost ready. Angela's working with us.
We don't even need music, honestly. I was thinking about it, and there's no need. We can just do that, and couple
intros with both of us saying something, and then go straight to the thing.
I don't know as I want to do that.
Well, we'll figure it out. We're still pondering with the ideas. So, but yeah, anyways, and also I wanted to say, for you living simply and fun people, I did say, and you all know, we're not giving away the location to where we're going, because we don't want the doctor to be...
We will give the location away while we're doing our cigar videos, because it's nice to know where a person is if you're doing a travel video with it.
Exactly. And I also want to say, living simply and fun, and I've already allocated this money, is I'm going to be paying $16. Aaron doesn't know this, but I'm getting an all-day pass to use the laptop on the airplane with their Wi-Fi. It's $16, and this is in August.
Going back to the, simply and cheap, Another thing that I'd like to say about that is it's fun when you can do something like a few fancy cigars and, well, not fancy, but middle line, decent. A few decent cigars, a few decent wines, moderately priced, and be able to do something like steak every now and then. But the point is offsetting your expenses so you can do that, and that's how we can have our fun, is by offsetting our costs. So, as I said about the steak, we buy, cheap meals for the rest of the month to offset the few nice meals we have. We try to go 5 or 6 nice meals a month, the rest of them cheapo meals. And when it comes to cigars, we usually do something like a bundle of 20 sticks for $20. There's a few at CI, etc. There's some at Holds, there's some here and there. At least then you get 20 sticks. That's a good daily cigar. And then we look at, some type of sampler or something so that we can try 5 or 6 different cigars a month or more that we've never tried before. So it's a matter of offsetting expenses.
Well, and I just wanted to say for the record, for example, and since we're living simply fun, simply is also, as Aaron said, coincides with cheap, so we don't need to change our channel name. However, for example,
lunch today is healthy because we're having sweet lettuce with mushrooms and some soup that we threw together from a bunch of leftovers.
And because I want to say, because I living simply and fun, and it isn't simply and cheap, I want to say for the record, my makeup that I have has been very affordable and in the price range that's needed for makeup. So technically, it's very, very affordable. So, everything we do is affordable,
Cost effective.
And cost effective, yes, exactly. So, also, we would like to do probably on this video eventually, talking about also living simply and fun when you're going shopping like we do once a month, talking about the eateries, the eating out part, where we go and, how we budget, etc. Because that's the other key is budget.
This month we have to dine out at least 3 times. So we've worked our expenses so that we can do that. Not to eat too expensive. One day we're going to go to Arby's.
I want to say, did you see this? This is really cool.
Oh, that is. That is really cool. I got to use that. Well, it keeps track of everything. But for this month, for instance, we're going to be dining out on either the 3rd or the 6th, depending on the day that we go, because we're going to be out all morning and we won't be getting back till like 3. Gotta dine out. We're planning on going to Arby's and possibly stopping by the Chinese place on the way home for dinner that day. Which actually I could cut out a meal because of that. We're thinking about the Chinese because, well, something like lo mein's only like $6.99 there, and she likes her one dish there that's like $7.49. And that's a sufficient dinner, and we haven't done Chinese in like 6 months, and we don't want KFC.
I would like to see that for 1 second, just for an example. See, you can get a daily planner at the dollar store for $1.
This doesn't fit.
However, I paid $15 for mine, so there's a difference. I paid a little more because I didn't see him at the dollar store.
And you don't like it as well as that.
I don't like it better than that. The only thing is I get large pages.
You get more for your money with that than you do that.
Exactly. You see, it's little
See, that was
like
a mistake. I lived simply. She lived extravagantly. But anyways, the other day we're going in to pick up our meds, and with the bus ride and everything, we'll be gone all morning. We won't be getting back till the afternoon. And we're going to stop by and try a restaurant that we're getting here in town. But we've never tried them before, and we don't want to wait till the grand opening, so we're going to go to a pita pit. And then on the 4th, I got a doctor's appointment. It's a 2-hour bus ride there, a 2-hour bus ride there, back, and about an hour walking up a hill to get to the doctor, and an hour walking down the hill. So we're going to do lunch there too. And we haven't decided whether we're going to go to Tacos El Rey, Domino's, or KFC, or just get something cheap at Subway, or not Subway, but Safeway. But these are all budgeted. I made my budget today. I sat down, I wrote down how much I get, I wrote down the necessity cost first, then I looked at how much I had left over, decided what I needed to get. I got 2 Christmas presents I got to buy still for 2 people, and I just made sure everything was covered. So
I want to say with the
and some leftover because we have a trip.
If you need to know,
oh, and he got a haircut.
That's part of living simply and fun. This is Moppy.
It's not very fun to give a dog a haircut, but you know it makes him happy.
Yes, he doesn't overheat. So, as you know, the pita pit, as he said, will be probably done. The other thing he was talking about at Safeway is when we do sometimes the doctor's appointments, we've been skipping the burger or the Dairy Queen because they're premium hamburgers. And they're expensive, so instead of forking $30 out...
The last time at Dairy Queen cost us $30 to eat.
So now we've learned that if you go around the corner from the Safeway, or from the Dairy Queen into the Safeway where we go, you can get a $5 sandwich, and it works really good. And we both like the roast beef, you know. So, and that's part of living simply and fun, you know. The other thing is as we said, we offset a lot of supplies at the dollar store. Sometimes we get toothbrushes, makeup removers.
You get makeup there too.
Yeah, makeup there. Certain other things like that. Planner. We utilize the dollar store because it's affordable. Heck,
well, I gotta get Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and give theirs a try when I make the pasticcio. That's better $1 than getting the craft stuff at $4.59. I mean, it might affect the flavor slightly, but not a lot.
Exactly. You know.
And I got tomato sauce we got from the food bank that we have like 5 cans of because I don't have much use for tomato sauce.
Yeah, and we do go to the food bank, and some of you think it's
that
wrong.
honestly leaves from the Mapo tofu. All I got to do is grab some tofu, and I got to grab some pork for ground pork, and I got to grab some Roma tomatoes. So
as you know, we both budget properly. We do everything, so we're not, you know.
But the rest of the ingredients I have. So.
Just to let you know also, I'm not going to go into details because it's not what I want to do, but there's 2 cigar samplers I'm looking to get at, and if I do it, we'll know more after I talk to a friend of mine about boarding the dog. So, you know, Aaron said he was going to handle that. For me, I got 2 business calls to do today. Otherwise, it's all gravy, you know. So, it's all gravy. So, and Moppy, he's just happy he's getting petted. Of course, Living Simply and Fun also explains that what's going on with someone like Moppy. He's in trouble again. He just got off probation yesterday. Sunday, and then Sunday night he did the same crime again, so now he's not getting any treats for 13 more days.
Yeah,
he pissed on the floor.
His treats, he'll still get his rewards.
He will get his rewards, but his treats have been sacrificed because he pissed on the floor.
Couldn't hold it.
So, and usually it usually holds it, so we don't know if he's getting up there in age or if it's just something's wrong. So
it's not up there in age. It's a retaliation thing because he thinks we're ignoring him or something. I don't know.
The other thing is there's a couple Holt specials I'm looking at getting, but probably between February and April, depending on stuff. So, yeah. And by the way, just so you know, also talking about living simply and fun here, me and Aaron also look when we're for our trips. We're looking at affordable hotels, and we're also looking up reviews so we don't get into a dive hole. It seems that when I chose the hotel for Seattle, I chose a dive hole. But it's got good shuttle service to the airport. That's the only good thing in Seattle.
No big deal if it saves us some money.
So we're gonna take a shuttle, and then the next day after
Nothing could be worse than the hotel we stayed at in Sandusky, where they had bugs in the room, dirty towels that were still soaking wet. That was horrible.
Well, apparently,
Oh, and the manager there was a molester.
yeah. So, so anyways, that's the other thing we're going to be utilizing the net for our hotels expenses. Where we're staying at on our first trip to Super 8. I was going to do the Days Inn on our second trip, but the Days Inn's out because their reviews are just purely crappy. So me and Aaron will figure it out on our second trip. So, but yes, also living simply and fun. We're also going to be letting you all know we're going to be taking a train round trip to Seattle, which is part of living simply and fun. Fun being it's a train. And we get to see how well Moppy does on the train. So, anyways, with that said, everyone, do we have anything else to say, Aaron?
No.
So please look for our videos.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. Moppy says thank you. So please tune in for future videos from Living Simply and Fun. Please add and subscribe if you want. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Thank you. And may God bless you all.